Good morning, Miva. Good Monday morning. New semester starting today. We have new students with us, so welcome to all of our new second semester enrollees. And we expect that you will have a great time here at Miva as you get to know the teachers and the students and everybody that's associated here. We're all rooting for you and wanting this to be a great rest of the year for you and for everyone. Of course, our skier's asking a good question. How did Monday come so fast? Well, maybe because it was a shorter weekend than last weekend. Yeah, that's very possible. Here we go. The quote of the day. Sometimes the things we cannot see matter the most. All right, let's give that some thought as we move along in our assembly today. Next up, today in history. Well, on January 27th in 1825, Congress approves Indian Territory, the present-day Oklahoma, clearing the way for forced relocation of the eastern Indian tribes on the Trail of Tears. That's what it was called. There's a picture up here, actually, on a drawing picture. And over here is the map that shows the several routes that were taken to get the Native Americans from one place to another. And just wanted to highlight this because it is not actually a highlight. It's one of our lowlights in our history. And we are trying to get things better every day, I believe, so that this kind of thing does not happen. In 1862, President Abraham Lincoln issued his General Order No. 1, setting in motion the Union armies, and a picture of it over here. And then in 1939, President Franklin D. Roosevelt approves the sale of U.S. warplanes to France. Actually, at that time, it was kind of against the law because we were considered a neutral nation and we weren't supposed to get involved in foreign wars after World War I. But of course, people during that time kind of knew that Hitler and Germans and the Italians and the Japanese were all trying to get the world to be theirs, and so we decided we better get involved, and that's how it started, or one of the things that started. All right, then the space program in 1959 was more of a celebration, and then in 1967 a little bit of a tragedy. So in 1959, NASA selects 110 candidates for the first U.S. spaceflight. However, in 1967, 3 astronauts are killed in a flash fire that engulfed their Apollo 1 spacecraft. There's a picture of the 3 gentlemen here that were a part of that. And it was a sad day, but yet they moved on and going to the moon just like they wanted to. So they had set goals and they made it happen. Well, today in science, in 2017, so not too long ago, rainforest chemical classifications were identified. Ecologists from the Carnegie Institution for Science in Stanford, California, published a study identifying 36 distinct chemical classification of rainforest settings. The study, which covers 76 million hectares or 760,000 square kilometers of forest, used measurements of the water, phosphorus, nitrogen, and calcium in the tree's leaves to map the area chemically. This method, as opposed to topographical surveys, allowed researchers to a much subtler understanding of the rainforest ecology, and scientists hope that such a discovery will further our understanding of forest biodiversity. All right, there's your science topic for today. Well, today is a wonderful day as far as I'm concerned because I really love chocolate cake. On January 27th, it is National Chocolate Cake Day and celebrates the cake more people favor. And more often than not, we celebrate our special occasions like anniversaries, birthdays, and weddings with cake. Why not enjoy chocolate cake on January 27th every year? In America, chocolate was consumed primarily as a beverage until the 1830s or 40s. Chocolate cakes, as we think of them today, mostly did not exist then. According to the Dover Post, the chocolate cake was born in 1765. When a doctor and a chocolate maker teamed up in an old mill. They ground up cocoa beans between huge millstones to make a thick syrup. The liquid was poured into molds shaped like cakes, which were meant to be transformed into a beverage. All right, so now you know how chocolate cakes came to be. Isn't it exciting to be in Miva? All right, we do have some field trips coming up, and for some of you this is new, and some of you have been showing this for a little bit, but on Friday, so that's this week, at the end of the week at 10 a.m., we have a field trip. So especially those of you that are new to Miva might want to jump in to meet some of the students that will be there as well. Some of our previous students that have been here a while and some of our new students might be a good time to get together. Mrs. Osgood will be there. She's featuring this again for this Friday for 10 a.m. and that's on Washington Street in Bath. And there is no RSVP, so just show up and have a good time. All right, another one that we're offering for field trip is a Midsummer Night's Dream. This is Portland Stage Company's. It's both a production, so it's a 45-minute production of Shakespeare's Midsummer Night's Dream, followed by an interactive workshop. So parents are invited to watch the performance and students as well. Some parents think their student would have more success in the workshop without their participation. There's space in the lobby to relax and wait. So email Mrs. Hamilton if you're interested. That is chamilton@mainvirtual.org if you would like to go to this workshop on the 10th of February. We have a wonderful Challenger Learning Center of Maine field trips planned, and that's next, actually a month plus in March. So it's March 20th. Challenger Learning Center that's at 30 Venture Way in Bangor. We'll be doing this from 10 to 12:30. Mrs. O'Grady, you'll need to see her. There's limited availability, so just email her at cogrady@mainvirtual.org to let her know if you are interested. And that's, again, you can ask questions and find out what that's all about. And there is also a Maine State House tour coming up. If you want to see how the State House is run, this is going to be Ms. Valley's field trip, and it's a 1-hour guided tour. And that's going to be on Thursday, the 27th, so actually 1 month from today, and that will be at noon. The guided tours varies based on daily use of the building, but may include Hall of Flags, the House and Senate chambers, as well as a history of the building and the process of enacting a law. So it's a great civics lesson for anybody, and it is our state capital, so it's great if you can be there. Again, that's vvalley@mainvirtual.org. Make sure that you let her know as space is limited. We have a MIVA Art Challenge. So again, you're the newer students, once in a while we will put on a challenge for you. So this is certainly optional, but it's a wonderful chance for you to show your stuff. Okay, so the categories for this challenge, the theme first is imagination, and the categories are unique style voice, creativity, and quality. And you can only win in one category. So that's how it started. It started already, so you are certainly at the beginning of this. And it's Friday, February 24th. So you do have some time to get your challenge art ready to go. And there will be a couple of student judges as well as Ms. Uth. So let them know, send your submissions in by going to MIVA Art Challenge. And I said this last week, but AA, right? MIVA Art, that's 2 A's there. challenge20@gmail.com. We would like you to use your personal email account because then we know it'll get through correctly. All right. So include your name, the category you're trying to win, and your grade in the email. All right, so good luck to everybody. All right, there's another thing happening. This is actually on Wednesday, and this is a Hall of Flags and a Help Us Celebrate Day for Maine Charter Schools Day. It's during National School Choice Week because MIVA is a charter school. We are a part of this celebration. It is, again, this Wednesday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m., and you can come in and see some of our people from MIVA, and also some of the other schools will be there as well. All right, so there'll be all kinds of displays and conversations and refreshments. So if you'd like to go, Ms. Malfacini would love to hear from you. So it's Lizzie@mainvirtual.org. Just let her know if you want to go. All right. Well, that's it for our morning assembly. It is now time for you to have your breakout rooms ready, and you're already in your advisor time. So there is no reason to go to breakouts. It's just enjoy the time that you have. And again, this is a new beginning, new mindset, and new focus for the semester. And I do wish you all well. And I will talk to you again on tomorrow morning when we move into the rest of the week. All right. And just like that, poof, the weekend is gone. All right. Take care, everyone. Have a great day and make it a great day.